position we're going to learn is on guard. So, take your right foot, place forward. Beautiful. Take that left foot, scoot it out just a little bit.
You are facing your enemy.
Facing my enemy.
You set the sword next to the enemy's body. Very slowly into the last head attack. Ready, set, go. Head, freeze. Sam comes in and says,
On stage and in the classroom, the education program serves about 50,000 students throughout Northeast Ohio. The main pillars of our education program are the student matinee program and the residency program.
lights, camera, action, baby!
On go!
The school residency program serves over 15,000 students in classrooms across Northeast Ohio. We're in over 70 schools, and we are there to bring Shakespeare alive in their classroom.
So now I'm gonna hand it.
You know, when you hear the word Shakespeare, you know, there's not a kid in the world that goes, oh my God, that's so exciting.
We have reason to rejoice.
We were on the play Macbeth. Before the residency came to our school, we were actually reading it. And when you read something, it can get kind of boring. But when the residency came in, it sparked an excitement.
Get out of there! Okay?
But when the Great Lakes Theater come in, they relate it to the kids, they relate it to the world. It's kind of like bringing the dead back to life.
What the heck? He wants more?
Program does this through interactive acting. I don't know how else to describe it. Imagine being able to go to a theater and at one point the actors pause and say, you want to come up and try it?
And that's when, like, the light bulb goes off.
Pence, be gone away!
Everybody's face light up, smiling, laughing, asking questions. And that's when true education takes place.
A lot of our students have not been exposed to the theater and performing arts. To bring Great Lakes, to bring live that literature, it opens them up emotionally.
We do have lots of shy students that may not feel comfortable or sort of strangers coming into their territory.
Hey, yo!
I've got kids that haven't said a word in months. And when the Great Lakes come in, boom. They're ready to raise their hand, and they're ready to jump in, and they're ready to act, and they're ready to learn.
Basically, what we saw Romeo's side of things, right? Hawaiian Portrait's Fool. Even though it was a snippet, even though it was just a line, we saw a good amount.
One thing that really hooks them is when they see everyone else having fun in their classroom, and we're having fun with them. We're here to sort of remind them how to play again.
We serve between 18,000 and 20,000 students a year with our student matinee program. We served almost 200 schools from the area. That is the same production that you see at a public performance, the same actors, the same quality production.
One reason we like to bring our students to the Great Lakes Theater matinees is so that they can see the live theater.
At our school, we try to bring every grade to a performance once a year, so that by the time they graduate, the hope is they have seen 4 theatrical performances.
We read plays, we read stories, we have the Great Lakes residencies come in, which is wonderful. It really expands their experience, but to see live theater is an experience that's unmatched.
A lot of these kids don't go to the theater. I want kids to see kind of what's possible on stage.
Nowadays, we tend to become isolated, but when we're here, we're experiencing something together.
There's no CGI, there's no, it's not a movie.
It's live.
All these things have to happen in real time and it also be kind of synchronized and all. It's really cool.
A theater experience that I've never had before. See more than just what's going on stage, but that it's just like affecting everything going on in the room.
Not only does theater help with retention and understanding.
The theater is one of the best ways to help students learn communication skills and creativity.
Compassion and empathy.
Even collaboration.
Understanding, creativity.
And I don't think they get that until they experience it themselves.
The goal of our education department is not to create great actors. Our goal is to create great humans.
There will be reactions the entire time, so make sure that you, when you say your line, pause for a little bit to hear people going, ooh, ah, all right? Come on.
I've been teaching for 26 years, and every single time I run into a student, all they remember, you remember when we did Macbeth, you remember when we had the actors come in, that's what they remember. They don't remember anything that I did, but they'll remember that week.
The learning is deep, they remember the work, and they also have a better sense of themselves when they come out of the process.
We almost always get a number of students saying, "Thank you for letting me be me."
That's what education is about. You're supposed to bring that stuff that's written to life.
It builds their self-esteem and sense of self-worth. Oftentimes, they would think that, this literature is beyond me, especially, for example, in Othello, my African-American males really were able to get into it and really do the performance.
They realize that sometimes plays aren't as hard to understand as they think. They're meant to be performed in front of them. And so when they do it themselves, then they have a better understanding of how characters are feeling, why they're making such questionable choices.
For many of them, they now understand, hey, Shakespeare is accessible to me. I can understand it.
They better understand the reason why we keep on seeing these plays done over and over again.
This program is so valuable to students and teachers because it opens their eyes in a very different way.
Discovering how to empathize in the classroom, if they find a way to empathize with the villain of these stories, they can find a way to empathize with, the ostracized people of society, the people we cancel, the people that we choose not to forgive because we don't know them personally. We learn that in the classroom.
We are committed to making sure that theater is accessible to all students, and we're able to do that because of your support.
Your support lets our students come to the theater.
It empowers us to bring our students to a place that transforms and transports them to experiences they would not have otherwise.
The fact that student matinee tickets are $15 for a production that clearly costs more than that to put on makes a huge difference because a lot of our kids wouldn't be able to come.
Thank you to Great Lakes Theater Company for just coming into the classrooms and bringing life to stories and making it so much easier for educators to be better educators.
Thank you. Your support makes a difference to me and to my students, and it is crucial to our children learning and engaging with literature in a real way.